Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, and today we're going to talk about something that everybody should have on their radar, and that's your own personal safety. Why am I talking about that? Well, we all know that California prides itself for having the most gun control. They restrict the citizens in that state the most, and it is a utopia of paradise related to firearms, or at least stifling them. It's the land of unicorns and rainbows. Just ask Plastic Face Pelosi herself. They do it right. We've had all kinds of big names come out of California as far as, major gun controllers, and the list is just very long. Well, what has that led to? Well, yesterday, a member of the Los Angeles Police Department, he's the director of one of their unions, came out and said straight up, do not visit Los Angeles. We cannot guarantee your safety.
Now, my next guest says if you're planning to go to Los Angeles, the police cannot guarantee your safety. With me now, Los Angeles Police Detective Jamie McBride, the director of the LA Police Protective League. Sir, very good to have you join us, and thank you for taking the time. Is it that bad?
It is. I've been in law enforcement in Los Angeles for 31 years. I haven't seen crime like this since the mid-'90s. Homicides are up everywhere. There is the most homicides we've had in the last 25 years. When I see this soft on crime approach that George Gascon and also another soft on crime district attorney up north in San Francisco, crime in both cities are just crazy. It's like living in the movie Purge. Every day is crime is just running rampant. Nobody cares. The officers are doing their job. We constantly arrest people. We put them in jail, and they're literally getting released faster than the officer can finish the report. So the only thing we can say is, if you're planning to come to Los Angeles for Christmas or to visit, please don't. We can't assure your safety. And I feel for the small business owners saying that, because I know they need the business. But there's only one thing we gain from telling you not to come to Los Angeles, is that we know you'll be safe.
Now, there's a lot that goes into play with rising violent crime. And there's a lot of people that have done things specifically so that this would be a byproduct. And it has to do a lot with the politicians and the decisions they make. Rachel Rollins, I'll give you an example here. Rachel Rollins was, up until a couple of days ago, the district attorney of Suffolk County, Massachusetts, Boston area. And as you can see here on the screen, this was her campaign page when she was running for DA. These are the charges that, as the district attorney, somebody who is charged with ensuring criminals are held responsible and ensuring the safety of the people in her district, these are the things that she refused to charge people on. And she ran on this and won. Trespassing and shoplifting and larceny, which is theft, under $250, disorderly conduct, that's what Juicy Smoulier just got jammed up on, disturbing the peace, receiving stolen property, minor driving offenses like suspended or revoked licenses, breaking and entering, that's when people break into to buildings and houses. But if this building was vacant and they went in and the people broke in so that they could sleep or they needed to get warmth, well, then that's okay. If you're not home, they can break into your residence because they're cold or they're tired. Wanton or malicious destruction of property, that's when they just destroy things because they want to. Threats, excluding domestic violence, but you can threaten for anything else. Minor in possession of alcohol, drug possession with the intent to distribute, that's your drug dealers. We're not going to prosecute those folks. And resisting arrest charges. Now, she won and did terrible. Numbers, the crime numbers in Boston are rising. In fact, of all of New England, who has the highest gun control, who has the most amount of gun control and brags about it? That's Massachusetts. You always see our politicians, even the ones on the federal stage, say that we should do it the way Massachusetts does, and we have all kinds of gun control and assault weapon bans and magazine restrictions and a firearms roster. Well, Massachusetts, of the 6 states in New England, has the highest amount of violent crime. Why do I say that? Because there's a correlation. The more the politicians restrict the right of the people to keep and bear arms, to protect themselves, the higher crime goes, because the criminals fear less. As a result, just like California, murder numbers have increased. Violent crime against a person has increased. And think of it this way. If you were looking to rob a store and you had your old single action Colt revolver that you don't even have to pull the trigger for it to go off. Let's say you go into a store and you fear nobody in there is carrying because it's a gun-free zone, right? You're more likely to perpetrate your crime. But if you're in a place where you know that everybody is carrying, or there's a potential that a vast majority of them are carrying a firearm, you're probably not going to do your crime. And that's what's happening in places like California and Massachusetts. What has this amount of gun control proved? Not that they make the states or the people safer. What it proves is that Americans need their right to keep and bear arms to keep themselves safe more than ever. I mean, the Los Angeles police have even said that it's like the movie The Purge in Los Angeles, except instead of having 24 hours to commit your crimes, they have 365 days. So, gun control should be resisted at every step of the way, no matter what it is. Why? Because our rights are unalienable. They're given to us by the Creator. And there is no way that government can tell you how you should protect and preserve your own life. I hope more people are waking up to this. Please have these conversations with people. If gun control was so good, then why is LAPD telling you don't come here? We can't guarantee you'll go home alive. Why? Why are places like Massachusetts and New York some of the highest crime numbers in the country? Why? Because they control firearms the most, and they embolden the criminals. We're not going to charge you guys. I mean, look what happened in California. They're not going to prosecute people when they steal up to $2,000 worth of goods. Well, what did you see? Immediately, a run on people breaking into places and stealing in broad daylight up to $2,000 of goods or more and just walking right out. Guys and gals, it is getting extremely risky for folk out there, and like I say in every single video, be safe, stay vigilant, which means be aware of your surroundings, and carry a gun to keep you, yourself, your friends, your family, and your community safe. It's more than a tagline. It is something I live by, and it is something that I hope you will too. Carry a gun, guys and gals. It is your right. It cannot be infringed, and it is unalienable, and that means something. Keep yourself safe. Please subscribe to the channel. Share this with everybody you know. Like the video to help kill this algorithm. And until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, and carry a gun. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.